Hey everybody, I am back. Things were a little crazy for a bit there. I had both of my cars break down and have been busy getting both of them back on the road. And then just a bunch of other crazy stuff happened with work and all of that. So sorry for the long absence, but back to putting some videos out here. And this one is going to be two skill level 6s. Nelson from my Tuesday night team, the Dead Balls Society, going up against Will. At this point in time, Will was on a team called Shot Callers. He is not on that team anymore. But we'll get this going here. Nelson's still on my team on Tuesdays, and Will is now joining my new Thursday team. My old team, the My Bad It's Just Politics, has unfortunately come to an end. We just not able to make that team keep coming together, so I've moved over to another team. Will wins the lag on that one. Nelson's going to rack up for us. If you are coming to Vegas for the World Pool Championships here this upcoming week, I am going to be there. I arrive Monday night. I will be there Tuesday, Wednesday, all through the day. And then I'm headed back home on Thursday. None of my teams qualified, but I am a division rep, and they pulled my name out of the hat for the division rep to go to Vegas for a couple of days. So I'll be there taking some photos and videos of the teams from Lake and Osceola APA. I'm also hoping to get possibly some interviews. I want to do some interviews with players if I can. So I'm gonna be there. Got microphones, everything. So if you see me running around, I'll be wearing a jersey that's got the What Comes Next logo on it. And that is going to be a dead ball on the 1. Bounce off of the 5 there with the cue ball. Bring Nelson to the table. So yeah, hopefully I can get a chance to talk to a bunch of different people. I've got a couple of shirts with the What Comes Next logo on them, so I'll wear those. So I'm pretty easy to find. But mostly I'm going to try and be there to support our teams. Boats and Holes, if you've ever heard of the Boats and Holes crew, is finally made it to Vegas. They've come really close for every year since I've met them. Ended up going to the Southeast Challenge instead of Vegas because they were, second place in world qualifiers. So, but they finally got it. They're going to be in Vegas. Another team, couple other teams we've got going. The Killers, who play out of Long Shots in Claremont, and a team called the Long Shots, who also play out of Long Shots in Claremont. So, if you know any of those teams, congratulate them. And if you're going to, be in Vegas as well, bad bounce on that one. So hopefully I get to see you while I'm there. Good hit. Nice leave. Wow. Nelson and I also play Scotch doubles now. We're a Scotch doubles team for 8-ball. And I'm learning a lot from him. He's a good teacher. Just missed 6. He's trying to hit that, so get the 9 to come up table. Well, Nelson is a pretty cautious player. He doesn't go after stuff that he doesn't think will go. It's just, Wow. Pretty much got got at least half that ball blocked for Will. Will has got an interesting dip that he does at the end of his stroke. And I've never figured out exactly how he does what he does with it, but he does a pretty good job. He has a 6 and 9 ball. He never really seems to overhit stuff. He just, that little dip right at the end of his stroke. I don't really understand how he hits where he hits. It's just a timing thing. He knows exactly when to do it. But he'll do that little dip even when he hits the ball with top, which throws me. That's the thing that throws me the most. It's one thing when he's hitting center or when he's hitting bottom when he's doing that, but he'll even manage to hit top on the ball when that happens. So we had one dead ball in there, 6-3. Nelson with the lead, race to 46. Nice break. Looks like the 6 ball in right off the break for Will. 4 ball sitting in the pocket. And they ended up right on top of the 1 ball, though. Normally, you can see me in the video right here. My web camera has died. So, amongst everything else, between cars and everything else, web camera also decided to quit on me. I'll get a new one here before too long, but all right. It's a difficult shot for Nelson. I'm not sure what he's going to go for here. Oh, interesting. Oh, and it went in. Right. Cue ball followed that one in. He put some spin on it and went off the rail and managed that angle. I'm not pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to pull that one off. A new Thursday team is the former Eye of the Tiger team, if you've met them or anything like that. A lot of roster changes on that one. I think there's only 3 of the original members of that team left on it. Myself and Pat and Todd from my Tuesday night team were joining it, as well as Will here. And so far I've changed the name to the Dead Ball Society, my second team with that name, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that name for that one. I don't know. I'm not sure if it feels right. I'll talk to the team and see. We haven't even started playing yet. We start playing this week while I'm coming home from Vegas. So, that's going to come right up on it. I'll take the lucky bounce. A lot of people complain about slop in APA, right? And I get it. I prefer getting the shot that I'm actually aiming for every time, but there's no cold shots in 9-ball for pros. It's, a USAPL does make you call your shot on 9-ball, which I can see an argument for it. But APA is meant for a little more relaxed kind of a play style. So I would call it geared more towards beginners, amateur players, beginners, which unfortunately means that once you get up into the higher levels, APA doesn't really hold a lot for you. It's just one of those things. APA and higher levels seems like it's not that great of a fit. I know I'm off by one. I missed the 2-ball going in while I was talking. I mean, I guess it's just my opinion, right? There's a lot of folks that stick around and are like 7 and 8 ball and a 9 and not 8 or 9 and 9 ball. That skill level cap makes it difficult to play as an 8 or a 9 in 9 ball, especially if you've got a team that doesn't, have a lot of low level players. I know one team on Thursday that has 2 8s on it for 9 ball, and they struggle to get both of them to get 5 matches over the course of the session. Mainly because they've got a lot of people who are in the 4 or 5 range on the team as well. So that makes it difficult. I'd love to get to that skill level at some point. I mean, I love playing pool. I don't really see myself making it that far. I'm still a 3 after, I've gone up to a 4 occasionally. So I'm right there at that cusp, 3, 4. Right now I'm back down to a 3 again. But it's just, I guess you could say I don't practice that often. If I did, I'd go up to a 4 and I'd stay there, and probably not too long of me practicing on a regular basis. Maybe even up to a 5 with some steady practice. But I don't take it so seriously. My big thing with going out and playing APA is I'm hanging out with my friends. USAPL, BCA, TAP, everybody takes it a little more seriously. And I get it. That's good. It's good to have both. Oh, what a jump. Nice job popping that up and over. I thought he was going to try and put enough right on it so it spun around and came back. But yeah, he popped it up off the rail and got the 4. Nice shot. And Nelson with the safety. He's really quite good at defensive shots like that. It's one of the things I'm hoping to get better at by partnering up with him and Scotch doubles. All right. Went for all the rails. Managed to almost get the 9 ball in and not leave Nelson with a good shot on the 5. Oh, that's not going to go where Nelson wanted it to end up. Oh, well. Almost a straight shot for Will on this one. He put quite a bit of bottom on that one. You see what I mean, though, with this stroke. If you really watch it right when he does that end of it, that one he wasn't sure about himself on. You can see how he kind of like hit it and then tried the stroke again after the ball had moved. He didn't feel good about it. Okay. Well, this is likely to be either off of the 7 into the 9 or a 7-9 combo. Yeah, 7-9 combo it is. That'll bring Will's score up to 16 now. One of the other things I've been doing is I've been working on trying to build a different scoreboard for this. There is a website called Base44, and it is what they call a vibe-coded system. Basically, you tell AI what you want, and AI builds it. The reason I'm doing that for a scoreboard is is one person mentioned when I was doing live streaming of one of our tri-cups, being able to put the solids or stripes underneath the player that was shooting for them. And so that's what I've kind of added into that system. But I'm not 100% happy with it right now, so not using it just yet. It's getting there. Oh, just missed the one ball. What a try at it. That was impressive. It wound up with the cue ball right back where it started, though. All right, one ball in for Nelson. See if he can pick up some points here. Will's gotten a bit of a lead on him. Oh my gosh! Nope, it fell finally. Okay, thought it was going to just sit there for a while. There's a rule in APA around that, and for folks who don't know it, if the ball falls while you are still at the table, if you don't walk away from the table, you get to keep going. If you walk away from the table and it falls after you have left the table, it gets spotted. All right, it is. But if you just hang out at the table for a second, and that's one of the things you should do. Don't walk away right away. On those balls that and they're hanging by a thread, wait a second. Don't walk away, because if it falls after you've walked away, you don't get it. It goes back on the table for 9 ball. In 8 ball, it stays in. In 8 ball also it gets spotted. There's a lot of confusion around what's spotted, what's not. A lot of times, if you read the rule book, balls that go on the table outside of when you're taking your shot are spotted. So, and in 9 ball, if you knock something off the table, it is spotted. It is not dead, doesn't go in a pocket. It gets spotted. We had that come up in the playoffs just this last week. Now, Will was trying to get to a specific spot for the 8 ball shot and didn't quite get the 5 ball because of it. Nelson has got, and I'm lucky on my Tuesday night team. I've got 2 players, my 2 highest players, Nelson and Todd, and they both have just this absolutely smooth stroke. They're consistent. They got the kind of consistency to the stroke, which is why they're both the highest level players on the team. But watching the two of them play is just, it's great. It's so much fun to watch them both play because they just have that smooth, consistent stroke and play so consistently over time. And that is key to actually starting to really improve your game is that ability to just, they don't even have to think about it. It's that muscle memory. They're good at it. I know I'm off by 1 point, but right now they're pretty much tied up. Eight ball. Or was that the 4? Well, that was the 4. Two ball's going to be a difficult one here. Tied up with the 6 there. Most likely, Nelson's going to go for some kind of a defensive shot on this. I don't see it going anywhere. Yep. I think Will can see the barest hint of the side of that 2 ball. The thing about that is he'll probably see if he can get the 5 ball off of it. Nope. Oh, he might anyway. Oh, wow. That's a heck of a deal. All right. This looks like 3-5 combo now. Or off of the 3 to get the 5. I think the 3-5 combo is a little easier. Neither one of them being an easy shot. All right, we get the 5 off of the 3. Could bank the 3 here or go for the really extreme cut. I would probably have gone for the bank shot there. A little bit better at that bank than that kind of a extreme cut shot. Oh, almost getting the 9 on the side on accident. So the some of the things about Mad Hippo, this table 6, once again, ice machine for the bars right back here through a little door. So you get the bar staff coming by all the time when you're playing on this table. Kitchen is right over here. And when Joselito's in, he's got a Q lathe right there. So it's there's actually quite a bit of room around this table to play, but there's a lot of stuff also around this table that will cause a lot of high foot traffic. Probably more room around this table to play than most of the others in the bar. But there's also more foot traffic getting by it. Nice shot on the 8. Would have been nice to not be right on the rail for this, but let's see what he gets. Oh, not quite. Yeah, didn't leave a real easy one. I mean, not bad. I'd go for this cut shot anytime. Pretty sure we'll be able to manage it. Oh, hit that a little harder than I thought. 6-ball right in off the break. Might be one of the best looks at the one he's had for a while, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere easy. I mean, you could try and cut it this way, but you're going to lose the cue ball down here. And it's not going to slide by the 9-ball there. So I'd almost just hit it with a stop shot and try and get it right down here, just so it's a difficult shot for Nelson. He's going to try and cut this a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to be too bad, but Nelson's going to see the side of it, which means Nelson's going to try and put it up here and the cue ball back here, most likely. Well, not so hard. He'll take a nice, easy safety every time. Oh, wow. There we go. That came off nice. Oh, he's declaring it as ball in hand. I think he hit the 4-ball first, I guess. We'll take that point back, and the 1-ball will be dead. It'd be nice to be right about here for this 3-ball shot, but I don't see how he's going to get to it. Don't know that goes by the 9. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. It might. It does. Okay. Nelson doesn't try and hold the cue ball. And I was watching, I don't know if you guys watch FX Billiards or not, but he's a real good guy. Coach knows his stuff. And as he was saying, and one I just recently watched, is you don't see pros try and hold the ball because it's really difficult to hold the ball in a spot. It really is. So they're more likely planning, where is the cue gonna ball gonna wind up if I don't hold it? So they're really aiming for what's that gonna be. And I see that out of Nelson a lot. He's not trying to hold the cue ball as much. He's looking at where the cue ball naturally going to land if I do this. Ooh, a little close to the 7 there. I mean, it'll go all the way down, but I don't like being that close to the ball. It's just difficult to judge exactly the right angle. Nelson's way better at it than me. I think this particular match was back in March. I haven't recorded anything in a while. Like I said, just been life's just gotten in the way for quite some time. So thankfully, things are looking a little more normal for me. Still got a few things I got to get straightened out as far as getting a new webcam and everything, but 8-ball just took that off the line. That was interesting because I don't think Will really settled on his shot, like holding his body still. He kept continuously creeping forward as he was about to take that. There's a lot of movement to the way that Will shoots, even though he looks pretty still. All right. Good job finishing that out. Nelson still with a bit of a lead. So at the time that I'm recording this voiceover, we are 1 day away from me traveling to Vegas. As soon as I get back from Vegas, I've got the Florida Open that I'm going to go and watch. The last couple of days of that. I'm looking forward to that. It's one of the classifying. It's one of the classifying tournaments for the Mosconi Cup, which is also going to be in Florida this year. It's held at the same exact place as the Mosconi Cup was held 2 years ago, the Caribe Royale here in Orlando. Don't know what the big discussion is going on over here. Five ball this time. Will's really good at getting at least something in on the break. Went for the combo. Didn't quite go. This one ball shot's got just enough of an angle to come back off the short rail. It's almost straight. That's going to go. Cue ball should come up this way a little bit, which will give him a good shot for the 2. Now, this is one of the times you want to hold the cue ball because this is a pretty straight shot into the side pocket. You don't want that following. Got a little bit of a draw out of it. Nice angle for the 3. And with the way that Nelson shoots, I'm going to imagine he's going to come around this way for the 4. Oh, he's going to... Oof. Good thing he bumped that 7. Otherwise, he would have wound up behind it. I think he might be just a little bit behind it. Yeah, didn't quite get the angle he wanted on the 4 ball. Thank y'all for coming back and watching. I know I've been gone for a while. I really appreciate everybody that gives a like on our videos. I am hopefully going to make it get back to being a little more regular with these. Want to put up some of the, like I said, I'm going to have my camera and some microphones with me at the Westgate. So I'm hoping to put some interviews that I do. So if you, like I said, if you see me wandering around, you want to talk, willing to be on camera, tell me about your experience while you're there in Vegas and how you got there and where you're from. I'm going to do my best to try and just highlight the players. You know, for me, APA is all about all of the great people I get to meet, hang out with. And that includes everybody watching. So love to see you. Come talk to me. Find me in the Westgate. I am really, really excited for the Boats and Holes team who has come so close to making it to Vegas so many times, and they're finally going. I hope they do extremely well. They have managed to take first place, I believe, at the Southeast Challenge before. So they're a team that can make it. They could wind up in the Pool Dog Arena. It's very possible, but you can say that for every team that goes. Every team that goes has managed to make it to Vegas, and they did so by winning. They've all got a chance. And I think everybody's pointing at my camera. Don't know why. Everybody pointing at the camera right now knows I do these. Seven ball in the break for Will. Looks like he got the six ball as well. Nice break with a good shot at the one. Not the best angle for this shot, but it's definitely makeable. I mean, what a lot of people think, I'm going to hit this really thin, so I've got to hit it hard. You really don't have to hit this hard. It's so close to going in the pocket. It really doesn't need a lot. You don't want to lose the cue ball on these sorts of things because the two ball's close by. All right. Over to Nelson. If anybody can make this 2-3 combo work, Nelson's definitely one of the folks that could do it. I don't think he likes it as a high percentage shot of any kind, and he shouldn't. But he can make it happen. He could make it work. Oh, if he would have stayed behind the 8, that would have been pretty amazing. All right. Looks like Nelson's going to have a nice shot on the 2 here. He's got to get back over for the 3. The angle's kind of hard for it, though. Hit the bottom on this thing, maybe get some draw. Wow, all the draw. The only time I ever get that much draw is when I don't want it. Got the 4 ball up there in the corners. Got to come all the way back down table for the 5. You know, he's going to at least have a shot at it. Nelson very rarely hits anything so hard that it, goes all around the table. And he doesn't need to. He just makes sure he's going to have a shot. Oh, not quite. That was a really thin cut. Nice shot on the 5. I think I would want to bank this one this way so the cue ball winds up coming down here, giving me a better angle for the 9 ball into the side or up in the corner. If he goes for the bank this way, cue ball is going to wind up going this way. And I like being down here instead, cue ball wise. Will's a pretty good shot, though. We'll see where he goes. He goes for that. All right. And well, he's not straight up and down on it. I don't think he has to worry about a scratch here. It's enough off the center. Well, he went for some bottom on it. He threw his aim off a little bit. I think he could have gone with complete straight on that center ball and not had to worry. This one looks like a bank here for me. If I were going to be shooting this, there's two ways I go about this. Now, one, I'd go for it and go for the bank, or two, I would go soft and hit it more on the right and have it wind up here and the key ball wind up here, just as a defense. And Nelson's going to go defensive and not even get to the 9. A little too soft. Nelson's like, don't even bother shooting it. I'll rack. Will's gonna go ahead and get it anyway. So that's the thing. There's actually a rule. The APA's got rules for just about everything. Conceding a match is a sportsmanship violation. So that just don't even bother shooting it, right? It's actually against the rule book. Everybody does it. Everybody's just trying to, there's no way they're going to miss this. Don't do it in a tournament. Don't do it in high level. Try not to do it in league night. I get it. It's like there's no way in the world that this player is going to miss this shot. I understand that. But it's actually against the rules to concede your match. Conceivably, in a higher level tournament, you could not just lose your match over it. According to the rules, it is supposed to be not only a loss of the rack in which you concede, but potentially a loss of the rack following it. So, just saying, anybody going to Vegas, don't do it. Don't do it. Make your opponent make the shot. I think this is the first rack of the whole thing in which they haven't gotten something in on the break. Will's back in the lead. Now, our Tuesday night, if you're local to my area and watching this video, our Tuesday night teams could use some more players. My team is down to 7. One of our players is moving out of town. But several teams are looking for several players. It's double jeopardy. It's a destination league, so it's a little more expensive to play. Instead of the usual $10 per match you pay $13. But that $13 goes towards the destination part of our division. You all get to play in a big tournament once a year. I put that on the wrong player. And each team is competing to win a trip. And last year, my team won it. So we went on a cruise. Now, it's assistance for the trip. It's not paying for everything, right? It's paying for the trip itself. It's not paying to get you to the trip. Any costs you incur in driving to the airport, driving to the cruise terminal, etc., they're on you. But the cruise itself was paid for by the league. So I had a great time. Unfortunately, my wife got ill about halfway through it, but team seemed to have a really good time. A lot of other players from Lake and Osceola and Central Florida were on it as well, so it was a lot of fun. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, like I said, several of the teams on Tuesday night looking for players. And we've got both 8 and 9 ball. Most of the teams are doing both with the same exact roster. So you get to play twice in a night most of the time. It's going to be real thin kit on the 7 ball. Almost made it. Not going to leave an easy shot for Nelson. And I love competing for the tournaments. I have a great time with them. I honestly, though, for me, it's all about the regular hanging out with my friends at the pool hall. It doesn't bother me if we don't win, because I'm really in it to spend time with the people that are on my team, and I've got friends on almost every single one of the other teams as well. Most of the players I consider friends. It's great to me. That's one of the best parts of playing in the APA. No, not quite. Let's see if Nelson can cut this in. I like this as a cut more than I like it as a bank. Cue ball should come down this way and give him a great shot on the 8. If he can make this shot. A little harder than I expected out of him. That works, though. Gives him a shot on the side pocket for the 8 ball. Staying pretty close together here on this one. Will and Nelson have, I would say, similar play styles. Neither one of them is really constantly hit things hard or, trying to knock things around. Oh, camera messing up. So this is Steven giving Nelson the timeout here. And the lighting just changed. Interesting. This upcoming Sunday is a Scotch doubles match between Nelson and I, and Eddie and Louie. Eddie and Louie are on the team together. Louie is on the Bolton Holes team. They're both 5s. Oh, we're going to get it. There we go. Looking like Will only needs 2 more. So I'm actually going to try and bring my camera on Sunday, see if I can't get that recorded. I'm planning on taking my camera anyway to the Florida Open. So we'll see if I can't record some Scotch doubles action. I really love that format. It's a lot of fun. If you get a chance to play it, it's not for everybody. It's one of those things, for me, it really makes you think about where you're leaving the cue ball for your teammate. With Nelson being a 5 in 8-ball and me being a 3. He often says that it's really more about me just making a shot, and he'll deal with it. So I do try and heed his advice on that. He's way better at leaving me with a good shot than I am at leaving him with a good shot. Once again, nothing in on the break. Cue ball in on the break this time. And not a great shot on the one here. Could start off with cue ball here and just have that one ball go this way and the cue ball go this way. Nelson doing this one. He's probably trying to get the one ball to go here and leave the cue ball right where the one is. He might go for the bank, though. That's the other option. Bank it. We're gonna not get it. We'll see right now if my being off by 1 is to Will's favor. He makes this shot and it's over with. Indeed. There it is. Okay. So that was my 1 point off. I should have given it to Will, and that will end this one. Will winning 46-39. Again, thank y'all for hanging out with me and watching some pool. Love doing this kind of stuff. Been missing it. Been just in a rut with things going wrong elsewhere. So, but I will be in Vegas Monday night, Tuesday all day, Wednesday all day. Come find me. Let's talk. Let's have some fun. Let's watch some players hopefully win. Thanks, everybody. Give us a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the pool hall soon.